Chambers of Commerce were born out of values and ambitions that connected and promoted economic, social and artistic progress. I passionately believe that this remains absolutely central to a modern progressive chamber. Chambers must increasingly collaborate and work with other organisations to reach into all corners of our economy and our communities. We are not complete until we include those that are not like us. Chambers must change and adapt to the requirements of an increasingly complex, modern, digital economy. It's a vision I wholeheartedly share. I've already mentioned Phil, but as this is his farewell annual dinner speech as president, I must put on record my sincere thanks for all the help he has given me, along with our chairman, David McKeith.
So if there's one message that I'd like, as someone working in an international environment, it would be that we as businesses and government need to be much fleeter of foot. You know, Weber Shandwick's been in China for over 20 years, but generally I think that the UK has been very late coming to that market. It hasn't taken the types of opportunities that are there, and if we're not careful, then I think we will miss opportunities in Africa and other economies that are growing rapidly.
This Chamber of Commerce represents almost 1/3 of the total workforce of Greater Manchester. If the economic regeneration model we're talking about in the States has any relevance at all to Manchester, then we must be at the heart of it. We can't help but be at the heart of it. And what do we need to happen to allow us to play a greater part in the economic regeneration both of Greater Manchester and the country? Well, simply, we need more autonomy. We need more decision-making taking place here in our city region, here where we know what the problems are on the ground, where we have the ability to do something about them quickly, directly and effectively.
This is an annual dinner. A year ago, when you had Danny Alexander, the Chief Secretary, here with Jimmy Carr, it was a tough time still then for the economy. Growth hadn't yet properly returned. Things were really under pressure. The good news is that a year on, finally our economy is growing again. Business confidence is up and rising, and that is very good news for Greater Manchester and for the whole of the United Kingdom. But still at a time when business investment is still not rising in the way we want, when bank lending to small businesses is still down, when youth unemployment is still high, when living standards are still under pressure, there's more we need to do to make sure we build an economy which is strong and delivers a prosperity which can be shared by all. When young people get trapped out of unemployment, you've got to act as a society to make sure we give those young people a chance of a job and a future in their lives. You can't go around saying to our schools, maths, English, French, history and science is first class, design, technology, sport, vocational learning is second class. That is a backward approach to education, and it's got to change in my view. And we've also
Like, there are 3 Milibands, aren't there? There's 3, because there's Ed Miliband, David Miliband, and Glenn Miliband. And 2 of those we haven't seen for quite a long time. But, you know, Ed, the reason he got the job, because Neil Kinnock said, Ed Miliband, he has got the X factor. Oh yes! Ed has got the X factor. And this is everywhere, the X factor, television and the papers and stuff. You know, in a few years' time, we won't actually have a parliament, which is of Louis Walsh sitting in the speaker's chair going, I absolutely love the speech. It's a great speech. I love what you did. You've got a great recording voice. You're going to go all the way. I love what you did. I want people to vote for you. That's what I want. That's what I want.
thanks to each and every one of you for coming. A chamber is only as good as its members, so our success, ladies and gentlemen, is all down to you, so thank you very much. I hope you have a great time. I'll see you next year. Enjoy the rest of the night. Good night.